With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Four people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
I have a question that will affect none of our listeners to this podcast.
Well, by all means, this is the time.
What have you got?
I want to know. We here in the company and the radio station and the podcast, we have two bosses by the name of Steve.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Do you think the two Steves have ever listened to this podcast?
No.
Once when we first launched it.
And that's
see what it
it?
sounded like, and then never again.
Yes, you're right.
Would be my pick.
200 later, they haven't listened to see what we're up to?
Is that both
That's right.
Steves?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No?
I'd say one of the Steves.
I
The
don't
more
think
senior
either.
of the Steves.
I think
would
so,
say.
too.
I think they've just trusted us, and they don't need to.
That's a nice way to put it. Yeah.
Trusted us or have no interest?
I mean, it could be either or.
We should put in like special instructions or special keywords that only they would understand, and we'll find out if they're listening based on
Sure.
that.
Or if you're listening, send us an email right now.
Okay.
yeah.
Just to
That
tell us
works
that you're
too.
listening.
That's so good.
Why would keywords? It's so convoluted.
You can just do that? Yeah. What do you mean keywords are convoluted? They work really well.
Says every radio station in North America.
Exactly.
Yeah, Steve, if you're listening,
Yeah.
Send us an email with the word rutabaga.
There
That's
it
good.
is,
Yeah.
Keyword.
I'm just going to hit
I like it.
refresh. Hang on one sec, refresh.
And
Still nothing.
Nothing.
Now,
No.
in their
Okay.
defense, they haven't heard this yet because we just said it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
It'll
so
take
that's
time.
true.
Yeah,
We'll
you're
keep
right.
everyone
Yeah.
up to date.
I don't know how podcasts work.
This isn't going out live. But it would have been very impressive had they responded.
Yes. Oh, imagine.
just randomly sending rutabaga to us. Wow.
Well, we know the Steves aren't listening, but hopefully you are. Here comes the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
The term office chair butt is trending, guys.
okay.
And there's a good chance you might have it. But don't worry, it's reversible.
Oh, thank God.
Office chair butt is when you've got a flat, saggy, unimpressive backside because you sit too much at work. Even if you have the best office chair in the world, too much sitting can cause your butt muscles to, sort of relax over time, if you will. Just standing up and moving throughout the day can help a lot, though. So here are a few easy ways to avoid office chair butt. Okay. Pace around when you're on a phone call.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, inside or outside, up and down a hall, or just in a circle.
Sure, yeah,
It doesn't matter as
Jenni,
long as you're moving.
You know where this is going.
No, I think it's... Put something you need regular access to a few feet from your desk.
So you're always
right?
moving.
You're always,
Right, you're
you got to
getting
get
up,
up.
yeah.
If the printer, put
So
it further
it's the
away.
same as the first one.
Yeah.
Get up and walk around.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Choose a bathroom that's a little farther away.
Okay, get up
Yeah,
and walk
Get up
around.
and
maybe
walk
even
around.
one on a different floor and
Yes.
take the stairs,
walk
guys.
around, yeah.
Stand up and do some butt clenches several times a day.
Okay, you're not
Butt
walking
clenches.
there. You're just standing.
Exactly, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
You could
not-
even-
not- okay, so you're just clenching your butt?
Yeah, just do some clenches.
Can't you do that when you're... Oh, crunches.
Like clenches.
Like right now, I'm
Clench.
clenching.
I'm clenching.
Clenching.
There you go.
Yeah,
Clench.
clench away.
This is great.
You
One,
could
two.
also try
One,
toe lifts
one,
or
two.
just march in place while reading emails.
Toe lifts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clench
That's what
and
you should
toe
do.
lift.
March in place while reading your email.
Yeah. You look like a psycho. Imagine you guys walked in one morning and I'm just doing this. I'm just marching in place.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
but-
it would fit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
wouldn't even say
and-
anything. Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Okay, that's Brady.
And finally, walk to a coworker's desk instead of calling or sending an email.
A lot of walking.
A little
lot
face-to-face
of walking.
contact is good for your mental health and your butt.
Who's calling someone in the office?
I might,
Would you?
Would you?
probably. Yeah, you've never
Would
like
you?
texted in the same house before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
text.
the same
I'm
thing.
not calling.
Yeah,
But I guess it's
well,
the same.
Basically, anything that gets you up and moving is good. You just don't want to spend 8 straight hours a day sitting, or your butt might disappear.
I wish I had a butt. I don't
Yeah.
think I have a butt, Brady. You don't have a
lot of
butt.
guys
I don't have
do.
that
Around.
great of a butt. You know what I did recently? It was Pilates with my
Oh,
wife.
that'll work your butt out.
Yeah, she does Pilates all the time, and I went with her, and I couldn't believe how much butt stuff there was.
Yeah.
Everything was butt.
Yep, a
Well,
lot
it's
of
like
butt.
Can you isolate?
Yeah,
that?
I'll think out of it. But I stand by it. Like the whole thing was like it was a great workout.
It's such a good
But
workout.
my
I love
God,
Pilates.
I don't need a bubble butt. I don't think it's for me.
No?
Lisa does
You know?
a bunch of Pilates, and it's serious
wild.
work, man.
It's a great workout.
Totally.
Full
Yeah.
body,
But there's
core,
like
everything.
butt muscles I didn't even know I
Yeah.
had. Like
yeah.
what is in
It'll
here?
give you a good butt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will.
What
Well,
were
this
your
is
point?
good.
Like right, like in the cheek, like right here.
yeah.
I don't use that muscle.
Right.
You know?
You should try to use it.
I don't really want to.
No?
I
You don't want a
feel like I
bubble
really
butt?
need it. You
No.
know?
No. Well, it's a good thing if you're not insecure about
You
not
don't
having
want a
butt.
little bit of a round
Well,
butt?
I think I have a little bit of a round butt.
Let me see. Come here.
Okay, all right, come.
We're just
I'm gonna-
checking
I'm
each
gonna
other's
see all your
butts
butts.
out.
Yeah, you've got enough of a little one. I don't think he has to pull his shirt up.
He's
eh,
sticking
every
his butt
time.
out, too. He's
You are-
very
yeah.
much sticking his
Was
Yeah,
butt
he?
out.
you've got
I
enough
didn't-
of a butt. It's not
Yes, he's very
flat.
much.
Was he doing that on purpose?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Let's see your butt, Mauler.
Yeah.
Well, you have to lift the
Yeah.
shirt up.
I have no
Mauler
butt.
doesn't have a butt.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
it's like a frog
No.
standing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Rush has a butt.
Let's see, Rush.
Oh, yeah, Rush works out.
I've
See that booty.
always admired your butt.
Booty.
Oh, yeah.
Booty.
Yeah,
booty.
Rush has a butt, man.
Show me your butt.
Yeah, Rush. Oh, I like your jeans, Rush.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're
You
very
make my
nice.
butt look good.
I like
Yeah.
your pecs.
Thanks.
He does have pecs.
You're hot, man.
You betcha. Let's do
So
this.
hot.
You guys all have fine butts, and just be happy with what you've got.
No, I don't have it. You just said it live on the air.
said he doesn't
I
have
don't
one.
have
It's
a butt.
okay. My husband
Brady-
doesn't have a butt either, and I'm talking like no butt. Like
No
there is
butt.
no butt.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
absolutely no butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if I'm standing there, I just look like a giant
Yeah.
flesh
It's just
pole.
like a wall.
Yeah. You just got a back and legs.
You're like a piece of plywood.
Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
It's that time.
Yeah, maybe.
It's that time.
Is there anything else we can do?
Maybe.
Now it's time to play Brady's on the Morning Hot Tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How we feeling? Great.
Good.
Me
Yeah.
too.
You're feeling
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. You guys ready to bring the joy?
No.
Sure.
Welcome to Brady's Game of Joy, where every week, new rules. I make the rules. I get to do whatever I say. It's wonderful. Everybody loves it. You three, by the way, are absolutely incredible thespians. You are
God,
wonderful
help us.
actors, if you will.
I mean, that may be so, but I
Truly
don't know what that
magnificent.
has to do with this game.
You know what, guys? It would be such a pleasure to be able to direct you. So here's what we're going to do today, okay? I'm going to be the director. You guys are going to be the actors.
Uh-huh.
And the goal here is to really, like, show off your range.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm talking like sizzle reel. Like I want to be able to send this out to other directors all over the world and
Yeah.
just be like, hey, look at how incredible they are. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a line, and then I'm gonna direct you how I want you to change it up. It's gonna be the same line for all of you this entire game.
Okay.
Don't worry, like any good director would. I'm gonna guide you. Just
Yeah,
do as
great.
I say.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That worries me.
So your line is.
Should we write them down or?
Yeah, you can write it down if you want. It's an iconic line from
Okay.
cinema. Okay. Frankly, my dear,
Oh, okay.
I don't give a damn.
Oh, I don't need to write that.
Okay. You got it?
Oh, wow, Jenny.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to improvise.
I'm
You're
gonna-
just
I
gonna,
know it.
okay. All right. You guys
Frankly,
ready to bring
my
the Hollywood?
dear,
I don't give a damn. And that's it. It's going to be the same line the entire time. Okay. And we're going to begin.
Often misquoted. People
Yeah.
actually think that
it's-
he's this frankly
I-
Scarlet, which he does
Yeah.
not.
I
No.
hit the music. It's time for some magic.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
All right. Mauler, if you can perform the line. Here we go.
Oh, just.
Yeah, just perform it just like
Okay.
an actor might. Yeah.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Over to Rush. Rush, give me more.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Rush, more! Oh, sorry, Jenni, more!
I thought it was great.
More! I want more than that.
Oh, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Mauler, even more than that.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Rush, more!
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Jenni, the most!
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Why are the Muppets here? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know how to get more angry.
Oh, you're just so Muppety. I don't.
Mauler, a lot less, please. A lot less.
Oh.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's good, yeah. Rush, less, even less than that.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's good. Jenni, even less than Rush.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's pretty good. That's good. Okay. Oh, okay. Over to Mauler. Mauler, someone dumps a glass of ice water down the back of your shirt halfway through the line. Action!
Frankly, my dear, oh, I don't give a damn.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. Rush, you're a lawyer, and this is your big moment in a case.
I
Go!
want to do the ice.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Jenny, you're giving birth, and your husband pipes in to tell you that he just won his fantasy football pool.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good, man.
Mauler, same as Jenny, but more.
Oh. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Why are you so scared?
Rush,
over to you.
Yeah.
All the vowels are ooh.
What? I need to write it down.
Frankly, my dear. Ooh, dude.
Jenny, more.
No,
She's
what
writing
is
it
that?
down now.
Frankly, my dear, I don't.
No, not
What?
No, and more.
Oh, ooh. What is it again?
All the vowels are ooh.
Ooh.
Frankly.
Frankly, my dear, I don't.
No, not I.
What?
I is a vowel.
What did I say?
Okay, Jenny,
Oh,
forget
yeah.
that one. Jenny, you're a Minnesotan housewife.
Oh, that's easy. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Nope.
No, that was Southern.
Nope.
Hang on,
was that,
Minnesota.
Aaron Brockovich?
Minnesota. Okay. Have to do it again?
She just doesn't want it to be her turn anymore.
Frankly, no, I can't do it.
Minnesota.
Jenny, you're a
with O's.
Minnesotan
I
housewife.
can only say Minnesota. That's all I can do. Minnesota. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
That's not bad.
Fine.
Okay, Mauler, you're stuck in a well. Someone's asking you what kind of sandwich they should throw down for you.
Stuck in a well.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn if it's a ham or Swiss.
He's adding.
He added.
Improvising.
I like that.
Bad,
Yeah,
yeah, pretty good. Rush, sing the line as if it's a crescendo of a big musical number.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Jenny, even more than Rush.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Mauler, even more than Jenny.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Yes! Rush, you're a moose in an argument with his friend who happens to be a deer.
Well, frankly, my dear, don't give a damn.
Jenny, you are that deer and you're mocking the moose.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Mauler, you're a beaver going through a divorce and your ex-wife is trying to take your dam.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
All right. Rush, you get tased halfway through the line.
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
And Jenny, to wrap it all up, you're a whale trying to communicate with your whale friend 1,000 miles away. Bring it home, Jenny. Here we go.
Why do I lose the music? What does a whale sound like? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Yeah!
All right.
What a
Well done.
performance, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Send it out.
Standing ovation.
I thought that was great.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, I wanted to do all the ones that you got. I want to do the taser and the ice.
Oh, feel free.
Those were easy. No.
Here we
I'm
go.
good. No,
Yeah, all right,
no,
Jenny,
no.
taser.
I just, me with like accents. That's what I was
Okay,
afraid
we'll try
of. Yeah,
the
no, I don't
taser.
want
Yeah,
it.
yeah, no,
Brady's-
please. Yeah, by
he's
all
directing
means.
you.
Jenny, hang on, wait for it.
Okay.
Taser!
Now I feel bad. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh, wow, she's doing her own sound.
She is, yeah.
Jenny, ice water down your back.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. See? Better than my accent.
Jenny, all the
No, I
vowels
don't
are ooh.
Oh, yeah.
What? Frankly.
Why are you changing the way you say F?
Frankly, Moodur, don't go, doom.
Why do you sound like you're underwater?
I don't know.
That's great. Well done, guys.
Well, Brady, send that to Spielberg.
I
Yeah.
don't think I won't.
No, I mean Jerry Spielberg.
Yes.
Yeah, his cousin.
Yeah. He's not a director.
He's not the
He's not.
director.
No. But just send it anyway.
There's Brady's stupid game of joy. Do you think anybody enjoyed that?
I
don't
did.
think so. Yeah, no.
I did.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
You know, sometimes in my life, I want to feel like a man.
Oh.
And then I look at Rush and Brady, and they're like real men to me.
They're man. Why are you less men?
And we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Aspire to be both of you.
Hey, one day.
I'll walk you through it. Okay, so pick up your phone.
Yeah.
And then scroll, click L in your contact list, and then where it says light bulb guy, just delete that out of there. That's a good place to start.
What if I have to change a light bulb?
Well, I believe in you, Mauler. You got this. You got this.
Will you be my light bulb guy?
No, you can
Not
do this
helping.
on yourself. By yourself. You got this.
A lot of this is going to go over to Brady. We're going to talk about like guy code or bro code.
Bro code, okay.
Jenni, do you know there's a lot of bro codes?
I know there's a lot of bro
Okay,
codes.
do you know them all?
No.
Okay. We're going to share a lot of them. Some of them are underrated according to this list.
Okay.
And Brady, you can really speak to this the most because Rush and I are limited with our bros. We don't have a lot of bros going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Let's see. If you call your bros over to help you move, oh God help us. That's where I end right
Yep,
there.
you're done.
If you call your bros over to help you move or unload furniture, you're required to provide food and or booze.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
absolutely.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's just regular
Also,
code.
don't.
That's human code.
Yeah, I was golfing yesterday with my buddy Rob, and I said,
See?
we're moving in a few weeks.
It's a man guy thing to do.
Right.
Yeah, golfing with the boys. Yeah.
I said, we're moving in a few weeks. I'll supply the beer. I'll see you soon. And he's just laughing and laughing. We said, no, because we can't, because we're over 30.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. I'm also moving in a few weeks.
Yeah. You're going to have less people who offer it up. I
Not
guarantee
enough
it.
beer in the world,
Yeah,
Brady.
that's where I ask my friends that are still in their 20s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're still like, yeah, absolutely.
Are you
Yeah,
hiring
sure.
movers?
No.
Oh,
no.
I can't believe you.
I don't believe
Oh,
in
man.
I don't get it.
I'll make
And
you sandwiches.
it's not a cost thing with you, is it?
No, not at all. I don't like paying people for things that I can do.
Yeah, and he's in
have
a
no issue
condo
with that.
building. He's got an elevator
Oh,
on
my
service.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's also why Brady hates gigolos.
That's true. I don't want to hire them for things that I can just do myself.
That's right.
All right, another bro code. By the way, Jenni,
Yeah.
Girl code, is that the same thing with the furniture and the moving?
Oh,
and
for
stuff?
sure. Yeah,
okay.
you supply it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you did, guys, if you didn't buy it, never take the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 100%
Oh, yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's like
Yeah.
French fries or
Yeah.
something. Also, you can never take more than the person who bought.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No, again,
What?
also, you're taking away, you're potentially, if it's dinner or something, you're taking away someone's last bite.
Sure.
And that's
You can't
that's
do
an
that.
awful
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah.
But like if Rush came over to the house
Yeah.
and we were like broing out,
Yeah.
and there was like,
It's not a good start. That is not a good start.
if there's only one drink left that I got,
Yeah.
I would offer that to you. I wouldn't. I wouldn't
I think
take
that's
that.
different.
But that's what he's saying.
No,
You
no.
I wouldn't just
No,
take
I
it.
bought
No.
it.
Yeah, he bought it. It's at Mauler's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would
And-
give it to you.
I would
is
give
what
it to
he's
you.
saying.
You
Oh.
could take the last one.
I wouldn't take it.
I think that's different when you're having somebody over. I think what they're talking about is like if you're out somewhere and you
I
bought
think
something.
no matter where you are, you don't take the last one. Now, if somebody says you go ahead and do that, and no matter who
Yeah.
says it, if you're being ordered to do it, that's a fine thing
Right.
to do.
Can I-
You don't just take it.
Okay, so we may not get to the whole list today, but one thing that bothers me, and you guys have experienced this,
Yeah.
bro or no bro, girl or no girl,
Yeah.
whatever it is. When let's say there's a plate of onion rings that have been
Yeah.
brought to the
Right.
table, and
Yeah.
everybody's sort of picking,
Yeah.
and there's that one or two left, and nobody's doing it.
No.
Then the waitress comes over and says, "You guys done?" Everybody says yes.
Yeah.
And we throw away two
I
good
know,
onion rings.
because
It
we don't
drives
want to
me
be
crazy.
all right.
Because
Does
everybody
somebody
wants to
eat
be
the
polite.
ring?
It's so
Yeah.
dumb.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
know.
dumb.
But it's
Yeah.
I'll do that. I don't want the last one, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
I'm with that. I'm the same.
All right. Riding shotgun is a responsibility. You're a
Yes.
co-pilot,
Yeah.
not a passenger.
$1,000,000%. If you're in shotgun, you're responsible for music. You're responsible for the map.
No.
You're responsible
No.
for texting
No.
on behalf of
the
that
driver,
person.
Driver
is
is.
responsible for the
Agreed.
music.
No,
Agreed.
no. The driver is drive. You get me there safely, and then when you're in the passenger seat, I
No.
got my buddy's phone, and I'm doing everything. If his wife or girlfriend messages him, that's me now. I'm getting back to him.
If you're being asked, Yes, but that's a very important asterisk. You've got to be asked. If not, just because you're in shotgun does not mean you take over the car, because that is not your place to do it, because the driver might be like, what are you doing? This is my music.
Yeah.
What
Of
are you
course.
doing?
Driver gets final say. Don't get me
so-
wrong. But
Yeah.
you are a co-pilot.
Yeah, but again, you're being told what to do, so don't take over and act like you're piloting from the
Right.
passenger seat.
Yeah,
Don't do
like
that.
Brady, if we were driving somewhere
Yeah.
and you change the channel,
Yeah.
I'd be like, bro,
What are you doing,
come
bro?
on, bro.
Yeah, but
Broski.
dude, bro,
Dude.
Yeah,
Bro.
I just
Bro.
don't do that.
No, I do agree, though. Driver has final say.
Bruh.
But to actually
bro.
do any of the actions, there's a big responsibility being co-pilot.
It's like in somebody else's house there. If you pick up the remote and start changing the channel of the
Exactly.
TV, you don't
no,
do
you don't
that.
do that. Yeah.
No.
If your bro calls you in the middle of the night and says, hey, are you up for a coffee? You just say, where do we meet?
Yeah.
No further questions.
If someone called me in the middle of the night for coffee, then clearly something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
That's
terrible
anybody.
has happened.
And
Anybody.
So absolutely, yes.
So that's the gal code.
That's human
too.
code.
So-
I think
yeah.
that's just, human.
Yeah, but like you don't say, can it wait till tomorrow? Like,
I certainly would.
Would you?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
course
no.
I
Because no one's called.
Bro.
Like, if it's a regular thing and it was just like, and it's Brady like, oh, I was just bored.
Yeah.
Like that's
No.
that's a different thing.
Also, I'm not getting a coffee at
No.
midnight. We're gonna go get a beer.
Okay.
Like bros.
Everybody settle down, bros.
Bros.
You never, ever complain about the brand of beer when given to you because it's free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, you can't do
'Cause
that.
it's free.
Again, like that's human code.
I don't know about that. I
you-
disagree.
You drink it. You make fun of them for it.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
if they're your real bro, if they're your real buddy, you take every opportunity you can to
You're
make fun
picking
of
them. You're not complaining about it. You're making fun of them for having it.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. And then you gladly crack the beer open and drink it. And,
Okay,
and,
that's bro code.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
that's not.
exactly.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. I don't feel
Gals
like we just
wouldn't do
drink
that?
it. No.
You just,
And by the way, the only complaint you're allowed within that world, according to this, is the only acceptable complaint is the temperature of the beer.
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you warmed it for me. Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Never. See, we've talked about this on the show. Jenny, you can't relate. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But never, gentlemen out there, bro,
Grow up.
don't ever take the middle urinal first.
Nope.
No,
That's a weird. It's a
Always
weird.
crazy
start
move.
on the end.
I can
It's a weird
imagine.
move.
It's. Do you think there's something like embedded in us at birth where we know the sort of order of urinals?
Yeah.
Now, the
You know what I
only-
mean?
You know, can I tell you? Here's a weird one. If you go
Okay.
into a washroom, this happened to me recently,
Yeah.
where there's three. There's three urinals, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got one normal, one in the middle,
Yeah.
and then the third one is like the kid one, so it's lower.
Oh yeah.
So you go in there. To me, I still use the lower one
Yeah.
because it's a weird move to go right beside the guy. But that one, you sort of, I kind of get it if you wanted to use the middle one
Yeah.
because
You
using
turn
the
to
kid one's
the
a
other
weird
guy
move.
and say, "I hang low."
No, that's not something I. No,
I hang low,
no,
bro.
No, you,
Oh,
no, you don't do that. No,
that's a little weird. Were there dividers in
No.
between the urinals?
No dividers.
I'd probably still go to the far one.
I,
Just out of courtesy.
that's what I did the far one too, but I looked at that and I thought this could be a reason because using that I don't like to use the low urinal, but
Yeah.
I mean it's fine.
Jenny likes the rhyme.
I do.
Yeah.
I hang
That-
low,
that's-
bro. And you gotta say it like that,
Yeah, you don't do that. Don't do
And
that.
I've got good flow.
bro.
You and your light bulb guy can make rhymes together. Yeah.
And finally, only trash talk friends to their faces.
Oh,
You
yeah.
never, as a bro, do it behind their back.
Right.
No.
Well, again, human code, ideally.
I mean that's.
I feel like if you are, not gossiping, but talking about someone else, it always you have to preface everything by, "I love Steve, but but I love him, but I love the
Yeah.
man." You
Yeah.
know?
Now, listen, Brady, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here.
Okay.
But I believe in front of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners every morning, you throw all your friends under the bus.
There's a difference between like chirping and then like gossiping.
Also,
you know?
in Brady's defense, and I've noticed this, very, very rarely does he call them out by name.
Right.
He says he has a buddy that does
Yes.
this, a buddy that does this,
Yes.
but he doesn't say their names.
Okay.
I also I think sometimes I send them clips to them. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Yeah.
Like
okay.
I think that's a part of just being a bro is I'm
Okay.
going to chirp you on a national platform that I have.
Okay.
Right.
Also, I think that
what am I gonna
Brady
do?
is infinitely chirpable, and it does happen to him. The difference is that they don't have a transmitter.
That's
Right.
But
100%
I mean, I think
true.
he gets chirped a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at him. How could he not?
okay. All right. Well, this is. Yeah.
Well, I feel good. I feel like Rush and Brady are my bros right now.
Oh, yeah, you
I
guys
think
are
so
all my
too.
bros.
That's good. Yep.
Yeah, you want a chest bump?
No.
No.
Why?
No, don't want
That's
to do
not
that.
bro
Come on.
like.
No.
Right here.
Here's the other.
Why is
Brady,
his
put
shirt
your
off?
shirt on.
Right. We don't have to, just a quick little,
We don't need to do that,
One
Brady. No,
time.
I'm just waiting for him to yell tarps off.
it's always just one step too far.
Tarps off!
Hey.
All right.
Jenny! Oh my God. Bro!
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
How fun would it be to quiz your boss on this and then grade their answers?
Uh-oh.
Do you think your boss actually understands what you do in a typical day? Well, almost half of people say no. 46% of people in a new poll said their boss or manager rarely or only somewhat understands their contributions at work. 44% of employees say they've been overlooked for raises, promotions, or special projects because management doesn't really get their skill sets. That jumps to 62% for Gen Zers. 48% think their contributions are consistently undervalued by leadership, and 43% say they get feedback from their boss that doesn't really line up with the work they've done.
Well, we have a few bosses. Maybe we should call Gary and bring him on the air.
Oh, that's a
That's
good
a fun
idea.
idea.
Yeah,
To
that's a
see
good
if he
idea.
knows what we do.
He's one of our managers here at
Yeah.
the station.
Yeah.
And I know he's one of our bosses because he generically signs Christmas cards.
He does.
for us.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
signs
you're
them.
right. Yeah,
Gary,
yeah.
I mean, I think there's some bosses that, did your job before, and then so they moved up. So they understand it. Gary has never done our job.
No.
So
No.
I would believe he doesn't
Although
have a
his
clue.
ego would lead me to believe he thinks he's done our job.
Oh,
really?
sure,
You
yeah.
think so? Let's ask him.
Yeah, if we can get him on. He might not even answer our calls. He
No.
might be...
Might be too important.
Yeah, don't think for a second that he's busy. He's not.
Well, again, for some reason on my phone in my car, whenever I Bluetooth and say call Derek, sometimes it calls Gary.
Gary?
Which is always nice.
Do you ever have a conversation
Oh, I
with
have.
Gary?
Gary's
Yeah.
answered. I was like, Gary? Because you can't mistake his voice. I
No.
was like, Gary, what are you?
No, yeah,
and I
it's true.
looked on my thing and it was like, Gary. Sorry, Gary.
All right, Brady is trying to call him now.
Yeah.
Once again, not sure if we'll get through.
I feel like he's screening us.
Oh.
Because it's just going like right to voicemail pretty quickly.
He
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
is screening
He's
us.
screening
Do
us.
you want to call one of our other bosses? I'd like to know if any of them know what we're doing here.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna try Gary again. We'll see what
Okay,
we get.
one more time with Gary. He shouldn't be screening us. This is an important show.
Exactly.
He shouldn't be. No,
should be
but
listening.
Is he? I absolutely believe he is.
Do you
See,
think he's
if-
listening?
If he knew what we were doing, he'd know that on live radio we're calling him. Oh. Is that the busy thing? What is that? Nothing.
Gary.
Oh, he answered the phone with, yeah, hello.
Okay.
So I think he has an idea.
Gary, were you screening our call?
Yeah.
I was actually driving into work, and I believe my phone was stopping the call because that would be safer.
Sure. Yeah, right. Because Bluetooth doesn't exist.
Yeah, right, I understand. Gary, have you been listening to the program?
Oh,
Oh,
God. Gary,
Gee,
can you take us off Bluetooth or something?
now,
Gary's so annoying.
why don't I pull over?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Safety
yeah,
first, Gary.
Did you tell your driver to pull over?
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Now, I assume you've been listening to the show, so you're up to speed on what we're talking about.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. And I am pretty sure not only could I do your job, but I think maybe I have. Like in some of our promo meetings, I think we just sit around and talk about funny things and have opinions on stuff. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong at all. Yeah.
But do you know what goes into the morning hot tub like on a daily basis? How many hours we put into each show?
Right. I mean, like making sure you've got all of our sponsors lined up and that you know who's sponsoring what newscast.
it's not-
Gary's
it's not
talking,
about
Gary's
sales.
talking about his job.
That's exactly
Yeah.
how your job impacts my job. Isn't that what you do? You just serve me and my team, right?
How
Gary
is he our
know-
superior?
I
What
don't
is
understand what's
Does he
happening
know
here.
he's listening in the morning
Yeah.
hot tub right now?
I don't know that he
Or is it
does.
another show in the company? All right, Gary, we'll let you get back on the road. Just tell Jeeves to pull back onto the highway. And
Another champagne, please. That would be wonderful. Thanks. Oh, sorry. Were you talking?
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Bye.
Gary, everybody.
Yeah,
Gary,
that's
that's
By
Gary.
the way, he's so on brand.
Yeah. Every office has a Gary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Because sometimes fiction really is better than the truth. Now it's time for the backstory on the Morning Hot Tub with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Okay.
This one gives me more stress than any other day.
I know.
I have a story out of Britain I'm going to share with you guys, and you guys are going to have to give me the backstory about all these items I throw at you.
Okay. All
Now,
right.
I guess I decide whether it's good or bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
I believe so. You're the decider.
Yeah, you award dings and buzzes.
Okay, so this British transport company, Megabus, shared a list of some of the most unique lost items left behind on their buses in the last year. And we'll let you guys go. You just have like maybe 10, 15 seconds to give us a backstory.
Sure.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll
Yeah.
start
out.
with Brady Jones.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. I thought it might come my way. All right.
And it's hay bales go.
Hay bales. Oh, well, obviously, this was a farming convention, and they were actually, these people were at the convention with their new hay machines. And so they had this like big display with like the machines that make the hay, like turn them into bales, and they needed some prop bales. But here's the thing, they have so many hay bales, they didn't actually want to bring them back, but they kind of had to because they couldn't leave them at the place. So brought them on the bus, but then they're like, I'm not going to lug this all the way back to our place. Let's just leave it on the bus. Leave the hay bale there. It's fine. Someone will deal with it. That's why there was a hay bale on the bus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
All right, ding
Fine.
yourself.
Okay. Oh, 2 dings.
Couple dings. Yeah.
There's 2 hay bales, so 2 dings.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It was a little ridiculous, but okay.
Sure.
He just kept repeating hay bale.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I actually zoned out.
Yeah.
That was my strategy the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh.
A Neil Diamond CD. Go.
Well, this is obvious. I mean, clearly the driver loves Neil Diamond and decided to chat with the people that were riding in the back, of the transport, were also Neil Diamond fans. And then he pulled out his CD, the guy in the back, and was like, buddy, look, can you throw on some Neil Diamond? And he was like, don't worry about it, have my own. He put his own CD of Neil Diamond in. The other guy didn't put his back away and then left it in the back of the truck.
Wasn't this on a bus?
It was a bus.
I thought it was a transport.
No.
Why was there a hail? What is it? What is it?
Bale of hay?
Bale.
A hay bale.
Now, wait a second. Who buzzed her?
I don't know these
That
things
was
just
a little
happen.
dingy, I think.
Rush, you buzzed? You don't get a...
No.
You don't get anything
you're
until
not
I
the
decide.
Guy.
Yes.
He's the guy.
Sorry, I
have to
shouldn't have
take
jumped
away-
ahead.
Yeah. Rush is reckless with those buzzes.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sorry. She was in a transport. I mean, this is...
Rush, I will decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of the guys who has to, make
you're
stuff
right.
up
That's
on
true.
the...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We need your backstories. Buzz her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Oh my God. It's got to go over to Rush, and it's a jar of honey. Go.
Oh, this is easy. There was Elmer. He's a beekeeper, and he set himself up on a first date. He was dating online with Florence, and they decided that they were going to meet, and they were going to get together and go on a date and stuff. And he thought what would be really, really nice is he would bring in a jar of homemade with his bees honey and stuff. And he was so excited when the bus pulled up to the stop. Florence was waiting there, and he was so excited when he saw her pretty face. He jumped up. He forgot the honey.
Oh, wow.
Left it on the bus.
You know this happened in the last year, not in 1922 with Elmer and Florence.
Elmer and Florence. Oh, he's an older fella.
And such British names.
What?
A reluctant ding.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Rush, somebody left an electric razor. Go.
An electric razor. Well, I mean, this is. I wish I could give you a really exciting story, but
Well, that's what we're hoping.
there's a guy,
point of the
and
game.
he was traveling on business, and he reached into his bag because he wanted to find his headphones. Because when you're listening, you want to listen to something on a bus, and so he was digging through things trying to find his headphones. Took out the razor, took out a bunch of stuff, and was putting stuff back in the bag after he found his headphones. Forgot to put his razor back in, put the bag away, and boom.
God.
That is one of of the most boring backstories
Way
ever.
ever.
No.
But it's true.
Buzz.
A little bit of creativity. No, that's your.
Buzz.
Still got a ding.
No, you dinged yourself.
Oh.
I'm gonna buzz
I think
you.
it was pretty good.
More dinging
You
yourself.
can't be trusted with buzzes and
I
dings
wish.
over there.
I wish it was a more exciting story.
Yeah,
but
us
it's,
too.
it's what happened.
The whole point of the backstory is to be exciting.
Be creative,
I
man.
can't. I would love to, but that's what happened.
Okay. Buzz again, Brady.
Oh, sure. No, I'd be happy.
No!
Rush.
All right. Brady Jones of Frozen Turkey, go.
Frozen turkey. Now, this one's really, really obvious. So what happened was there was a boy. His name was Brendan. And Brendan was so excited to finally be going to his house to host Thanksgiving for his family. So his family lives very far away. And he had to, I messed this up, he has to take the bus to his family's house where he's going to host Thanksgiving at their house. And what happened was he met this really pretty girl named Elodie, and he started talking to her on the bus, and they get to chatting. And weird thing is, Elodie might be pretty, but she's a part of a cult, and she convinced him to join the cult by the end of this long 12-hour bus ride. And then he decided, get this, crazy, to abandon his family and join this cult with this beautiful girl Elodie. And he said, I don't even need that turkey. Guess
they
what?
don't eat in the cult?
Why? Because this cult is vegan.
Oh, it's a vegan cult.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so he left the turkey, and then he joined the cult.
All right. I'm going to buzz you, and I'll tell you why. Because why is a little boy bringing a turkey? Like, why is he with his parents?
He's a boy. And a boy, I could have said man. Yes. Would have maybe done better in the story.
Yeah.
But a
I said
6-year-old boy with a frozen turkey and a bus trying to go on a 12-hour ride
problem is-
to see his parents? It's insane.
No.
And this happens a lot to all of us when we play this game. When you're scrambling, you are also creating a base.
Yep.
And the scrambling is not conducive to a strong base.
Exactly.
No, you're right. It's just you're saying words
Yeah.
until you
Yes.
can figure out where you're going.
Right.
with
And
it.
then you realize, I've said these words, and this is what
Exactly.
I based my
Yes.
story
And
on.
I forgot the words that I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it happens.
I thought the cult was strong though.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
But,
That's
and a
fair.
little boy could have been talked into a cult easily.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't have been on a 12-hour
No,
bus
that's right.
ride
Yeah,
with a
with a turkey.
frozen
Did
turkey.
I say little boy?
Yeah. Well, you said boy.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
fair
you
enough.
assume, not of.
No, that's you're right.
Last one here on the backstory.
Oh.
We know who this is going to be for.
Oh.
Jenny,
Yeah.
multiple lone socks. Go.
Oh boy. Well, Henrietta is a sewer, and she was on her way to meet her sister Judy. And they like to sew things together. They use all of their anything that, around the house that they can get together to sew, and then they donate it. And they donate it to, shelters. And so she's on the bus, and she said, well, how am I going to kill time? I'm going to make a scarf out of socks. So she started pulling out socks, but she had a whole bag of socks and didn't realize that a few stray socks fell out. So when she got off, she was in a hurry and she was, Judy, and really excited to see her. So just grabbed her backpack full of stray socks
Similar to
and
my
got
honey
off.
story.
And there was and there's a few left behind. But yeah, sock scarves are a thing.
Sorry, it was a combination of my razor story and my honey story.
Yeah. All we needed was Henrietta joining a cult. And it would have been full circle.
So she was on her way to deliver to the shelter and making a scarf on the fly before she got
No,
there?
Mauler.
visiting
She was
Judy.
visiting her sister
Oh,
Judy.
that's
Very
it. Okay.
excited. They sewed together.
Okay.
Donate what they sewed to.
So she
to
wasn't
people in
sewing
need.
on the bus.
She
was
was
sewing
sewing
on
in
the
the
bus.
bus, and that's why she grabbed all of the socks to make the scarf.
With a sock scarf.
Yes, and then got
scarf
really
made
Boy, the
excited.
shelter will be thrilled with that one.
Here's used.
No, they're good socks.
Used
okay?
socks.
Used socks
They're
Put
good
these
socks.
on your face.
into a scarf.
I'll give her a pass.
Yeah.
I like the name Judy.
Thank
it was
you.
good. Judy's a good fake name for a story.
I mean, I'll take the extra dings out of that because, again, she plagiarized my story. So,
And there you go. That is the backstory.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
Match just released its 14th annual singles report, and the most interesting stats are about how many people are using AI. So 1 in 4 singles are now using it to help with dating. That's up 333% from last year. That includes help with things like your profile, sending messages, or screening for compatibility. 26% say they've done it, including half of Gen Zers.
I mean, when you think about it, up from last year, like AI wasn't really available to use last year, so this doesn't really mean that much.
Right. Now, 16% or 1 in 6 overall said they've even interacted with AI as a romantic companion before.
Oh, how many?
1 in 6.
That's too many.
Yeah, that's the line used in the report anyway. Now, one example listed in the poll was using AI for the type of companionship or emotional support you'd normally get from a romantic partner. So yeah, we're talking about robot boyfriends here and girlfriends, at least short-term ones. A third of Gen Zers and a quarter of millennials say they've used AI like that. And this last stat is relevant even if you're already coupled up. 40% said having an AI boyfriend or girlfriend does count as cheating.
That is a difficult one.
I think if you were going to it rather than your partner, that's a problem. Now, is it cheating or do you just have a terrible relationship?
Maybe you don't label it that. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're labeling it. But I mean, there's an issue.
Is it emotional cheating as opposed to like physical cheating? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know if that is
cheating.
The case.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Give me another year on that one and see how it all.
Can you imagine finding out though that your partner was like cheating with AI?
Yeah, I mean, it does feel as though there's obviously something wrong in the relationship where you're giving that energy and those feelings to something rather than your partner.
Right. That's the problem.
But I guess sort of like. Once again, I'm not defending because I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Right.
But if you found out that your partner was watching X-rated stuff every day, like
instead of and there were parts of your relationship that were maybe being neglected,
like
then that's a problem. It's not cheating, but
worse
it's a
or better
problem.
than talking to ChatGPT.
That's what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I mean, I don't
That's
really.
tough.
As long as they're like giving you attention as well, then
Brady's a porn fiend.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
leave me in my
he's dancing on that line.
Don't bring that into this.
And then I thought, because at first I thought, oh no, that's crazy to have a relationship with the AI again. And then I go, well, for I don't know, 30 years, let's say, people have been getting, things that you buy at a store where you blow things up, or it's synthetic, or like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Why is that any different than just...
It's the emotional part, I think.
I think that's exactly
no one's
what it is.
claiming... Well, I mean, most people are claiming that that's not their girlfriend, their purchase pal.
I think... I don't want to... But I think there's some guy... I want to say guys, probably.
Yeah.
That look at, their dolls as kind of...
A companion?
I get it, but I mean, no matter what, it's a one-way emotional relationship.
Yeah. That's it.
So is the
well, the
computer.
AI, you do feel as though it's two.
You feel that way, but it still is one-sided.
But you're getting a response.
That's exactly
And whether it was a person or the
something.
computer, you actually... you wouldn't know whether it's somebody sitting on the other side or if it's the computer. So you're getting a response as opposed to, speaking for your doll.
Hello, Mauler.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do that. Would they put on a voice and suddenly they're the other person?
Mauler?
Do they imagine it? Yeah, Mauler, what do you do?
Well, I usually go with...
Yeah.
Oh, the
queen.
British, like the queen.
I haven't heard her in a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
what did
found
she
a
say
way to
you?
bring her back.
Yeah, because I pretend like she's from overseas.
Right,
It makes it
okay.
more exotic.
And then do you picture the queen?
Do you put a little queen wig on her?
No.
Do you find the crown gets in the way during funny business?
I picture her as a young queen, not the queen that we all
young
knew.
queen, okay.
Well,
Obviously.
I'm young, Mauler.
That's
What does
not
she
what
sound
my
like? Do it.
queen sounds like at
This
all.
is
I just want to. I
This
want
is
to
getting
know.
weird.
Oh, yeah, now it's weird.
Yeah.
Just do one more queen voice. I
but-
just need
but-
to know what she
but
says
be
to you.
truthful. If you walked in and your wife or husband, okay, you guys be on.
I'm
with-
just picturing you with the queen.
I'm picturing you with an inflatable queen wearing a sweater. And so, just imagine I walk in. Okay.
And then, what are you in? Are you are you the king or are you the jester?
I'm there now.
No, not me. Picture your spouses for a sec.
She's with the queen?
No, and you walk in and your spouse is either
Yeah.
doing something
Yeah.
with one of those
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
or on the computer typing rapidly.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
what is the we
I
need
think
to talk
I'd rather
and
the computer if I had to choose one, but both of them I think we need to talk.
I agree. Because then when it's not the computer, it's like taking it out into the physical world, and that somehow feels worse.
Yeah,
if that
exactly.
makes sense, right?
Yep, I get it. Yeah.
Rush,
And
you've
there's
been
also
quiet over there.
Yeah, you know what? Again, if it's staying in the bedroom,
Yeah.
I think the computer is worse.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because I do think there's more of an emotional thing. You're
But is
letting
it
more out
any-
than I think if I mean, I've got to get the idea of the Queen and Mauler out of my head.
But now you have a doll in your house.
But to me, that's the same thing as just sort of being alone.
But there's a doll in your house.
Yeah,
so does the doll have like
you're
a
using
room?
a tool.
But
Yes.
Sure, but
true.
it's the same as being alone.
I'm also imagining though that you're having like I'm walking
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
on the conversation with the doll, and I don't
That's
love
it,
that.
yeah.
you
Now,
know?
if there's a conversation and you're treating her like she's the
Yeah.
actual
The queen.
then that's more
How
of an
about
issue.
this?
Yeah.
Would you rather walk in on me or your spouse
Yeah.
having a conversation with the doll, or actually doing things? Right?
man.
What is going to go right through your heart?
I think they're both.
They're both
Yeah,
pretty bad.
Yeah.
they're both
Man.
bad, but you have to choose
I don't want
one.
to hear it. I don't want to hear him putting voices on, man. I can't do that. I don't know if I can get over that.
So you want to see
That's
the
all I'm
visual of
imagining.
stuff going
I
on.
And then
guess if
he's
I
doing the
had
thing
to.
and he's putting his
No.
ear in front of her and saying, "What's that?" She says you need to leave, Mauler.
Oh God! Talk about getting the ick. I don't think you'd be able to ever like
That's a
see
rough
it
one.
the same way.
Yeah, that's rough.
Brady,
Yeah.
you would.
Oh, I don't think no.
New ick unlocked right there.
You get over it.
And I know you said it's the younger queen, but I'm still picturing
No,
the
no,
older
no,
queen.
You can't not.
No.
Oh God!
And you'd yell out, "God save the queen!"
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady.
A town in Pennsylvania called Millersburg launched a pothole fixing program called Fill My Hole.
Oh,
There you go.
come
Wow.
on.
Don't
Can't say
isolate
that.
that. And if you're wondering if they're aware of what they're suggesting
Yes.
with that name, it seems like they are. In their announcement, they say their Fill My Hole program makes it easy for residents to report potholes electronically so they can be taken care of. They add, quote, all holes, no waiting. Although they also note some holes may require a little more TLC.
Sure.
But rest assured, you'll be provided with a reason if we're unable to fill it ourselves. And pleased with the way our crew handled your hole? We want to hear about it. Use the contact us on our website for all questions and compliments.
All right.
Now, someone on Facebook asked if we want to fill our own holes, is that okay, or does it need to be filled by a professional hole filler? And they responded, best to leave it to the professionals. Someone else said, can they fill deep holes?
Oh, boy. Oh,
Do
my
they
God.
clean dirty holes before they fill them? They responded, holes are cleaned first. Debris may prevent adhesion of the filling. Deep holes are no problem.
They know what they're doing, sure.
Yeah. Hey,
Why
look,
not?
for especially like city governments and stuff, it's difficult sometimes to like get word out of your programs
This is
or
it.
whatever is happening. This is a
Yep.
I think it's
way
fun.
to do it.
Yeah. Now, how many people have complained?
Oh, I'm
a
sure.
ton.
A ton.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
eh? Yeah.
Actually, I have the list of other names that they went through.
Oh, yeah?
Oh wow.
I'll send you one at
Oh,
a time
fun.
here, Jenny.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so check your email.
Okay.
You just have to read these cold. I think would be the best.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Do I?
Do you want like
Okay.
a drum roll or anything, or should we build up?
Go
to it?
ahead, Jenny. Your first one, please.
Plug my orifice.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Plug my orifice.
Yeah, they turned that down.
Oh, they did. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I understand why they turned it down, you know?
I think fill my hole is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, you like this one? Okay.
Clogged my crevice.
Okay, that's not bad.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's catchy. It has the alliteration.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. That's
Next one's incoming, Jenny.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Just waiting. Email's taking a while.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Are you making these up as you go?
No, I'm not.
No, these are
are
actual names they
rejected.
went through. Yeah.
Cram my crack.
Yeah. Again, the alliteration's good.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
good.
one
Good.
has the CR too.
Yeah. Oh, is that real?
No, sure.
Is that a thing? Load my gorge?
Ah, I don't know about that.
That's why they turned it
You
down.
know
Yeah.
what? I think they went with fill my hole, which explains exactly
I
what
think
it's
so.
doing.
I
You
think
know?
that's the best
Oh, sorry.
one.
Last one's
Although,
coming, Jenny.
So does cram my crack, I guess.
Okay. My crack is terrible.
Oh.
Oh.
Pack my patootie.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we moved away from the road at this point.
What exactly is a patootie?
But in the general meeting, everybody was putting up their hands, giving suggestions. You've got to listen to everybody.
This is exactly it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Carl. We're not using patootie.
Patootie. That's so good.
You think?
I think so. Pack my patootie. Yeah.
Which one did you like best? Clog my crevice?
Cram my crack.
It was clogging the crevice.
Oh yeah, clog my crevice and cram my crack.
Yeah. Okay, we have that isolated. That's a good one.
What I'd like you to do is isolate all 4 or 5 of them in a row.
Yeah, you think I'm not? You think I'm not already on top of that?
In fact, later on this morning, maybe in the next 5 minutes.
Maybe when we come back from,
great.
I'll have it.
Okay.
All right.
Like 5 or 6 in a row. Can you do that?
Maybe. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Thanks, Jenny.
Hey, I got you.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mauler, Rush, Jenni, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mauler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenni, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.